What's up, everybody? I hope y'all are having a good day. And I haven't done this in a while, but it is something that I believe, something I did last year or really the year before in the space of Madden, just offering the opportunity for another option to win prizes, win different things to obviously try to benefit your team. You can see obviously the free agency recap, and what's crazy to me about the recap is who is not signed. Like the guys that are not signed, JJ McCarthy, that's going to be huge. I'm pretty sure somebody's going to snag him. CJ Stroud goes to the Cardinals. Not too upset about that. Bucky Irvin makes sense. He's kind of slow, so that makes a whole lot of sense there. But the players that I saw that were not signed, I think it makes it very interesting going into this next season to see how this plays out once we get to the free agency after the draft. Obviously, my goal is to be on the draft. Again, it is your boy's birthday, so um, I may miss parts of the draft, but I'll at least try to make sure my availability is set the best that I can. But we are going to absolutely do a trivia. Now, the rules for the trivia are simple. The first person to put their answer in the chat and it's correct, they get a point. Each point you get up to, you can get a total of 4 points in the trivia. Obviously, we're gonna do these probably. I'm gonna do them kind of random, so it's basically this is kind of based around activity and your availability for the most part. But we are gonna do these trivia's. I'm hoping everybody's like for our commissioners and anyone else to kind of keep tally as well on who gets what right. But we're gonna go straight to the very first question, and we're gonna see. Oh, by the way, spelling matters. There is no such thing as you just saying some shit in the chat. If you spelt it wrong, that's on you. Spelling does matter. I have the chat live in front of me, so I know if you on some bullshit or not. Question number one. What is the name of the Jacksonville Jaguars mascot? What is the name of the Jacksonville Jaguars mascot? Mark, that's funny as shit. That's funny as shit. Well, Jacob got it. Jackson DeVille is the name of the Jaguars mascot. I did not know that actually. I actually had no idea that was the name of their mascot. I didn't. That feels like it's pretty obvious once you hear it, but I had no idea that was his name. Jacob gets a point. Again, the goal is going to be to get four, and then the prize will be revealed at the end. So that is question one. Question two. Now, this is going to come down to your activity. This is going to come down to how much you have been paying attention in the league. And it's funny, someone kind of brought something up similar in the chat. So I'll be curious to see who gets this answer correctly. All right, question number two. Who did Mark play to get into the Super Bowl in his second season? Who was the user that Mark played to get into the Super Bowl? Oakman is correct. Now I will give, I'm gonna have to give Quad this one because he did say Jags. I left that one kind of open ended, but I would prefer I would prefer the user's name. He said he got that Twitch connection. That's funny to the motherfucker. I would prefer the username, but Quad does get this. This is obviously the Jags. If you're not paying attention, then again, this comes down. That's correct. He did not put the full username according to Bill, so that answer should technically go to Mark. So I'm gonna let y'all debate on that one. I'm gonna let y'all debate on that one. Uh, I'm gonna go to the next one, and this one is going to see. Obviously, this may benefit some of the older guys in the league. I'm gonna give Quad that one. He went to Jags, so we're gonna keep that there. The third question, making sure y'all are listening. What team? What two teams did O.J. Simpson play for? The Raiders is incorrect. Ty Daddy got it. Damn it, nigga! If you don't change your fucking name, I'm so tired of saying that shit. The answer is it is the Bills and the 49ers. That is the correct answer. He played for the Bills and the 49ers. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to change your fucking name, my G. I'm like, hey, brother, I'm so tired of that. Again, four is going to be the goal here to definitely keep yourself in a position of success. This is going to be easy. I feel like if you don't know this one, you pretty much do not watch NFL football at this point, or you have no recollection of NFL history whatsoever. This is going to be straightforward and simple. Who is the NFL's all-time leading rusher? that Tim Brady is crazy. Jacob got it. You know what's funny is Ty actually spelled Emmett Smith wrong, and Hyundai spelled Emmett Smith wrong. Dog, that is funny as shit. So Jacob gets two. Jacob takes the lead here on that's two for Jacob. Oh, that is crazy. Buddy put sweetness to Tim Brady. Who the fuck is Tim Brady? Yo, this is funny. Oh man. Okay. All right. Now this one, again, this comes down to NFL history. This is a little tricky and it may require you to do a Google search because I did not realize this was going to be the answer, but it is true. What is the smallest city with an NFL team? Well, Ty gets it with Green Bay. Austin technically got it right. He gave the answer in the chat. But Ty is going to get this one. He is tied with Jacob at two. We are going to go down to the next one. Now, this one is interesting because, again, NFL history matters. Now, what Austin said, bullshit. um, Now, this one is funny because you do got to be specific. Yes, you have to be very specific when it comes to a lot of this. This one is interesting, and someone actually sent this over to me that's not playing, so I appreciate you. Um, Again, I'm not going to force the name spelling for this one. Who is the only player to return an NFL kickoff in the Super Bowl? Oh, Devin Hester is correct. And I phrased that question wrong, but Devin Hester is correct because technically he's the only player in the NFL to have returned an NFL opening kickoff. Devin Hester would be the correct answer. Desmond How. Hey, there's a lot of few names. So you think we going to spell that wrong? He said, yeah. So that I believe that goes over to J Stack. You know the funny about that question, it's a trick question because technically you could have just answered you could have just answered anybody and whoever was first wins. Um, oh yeah, this is fun. Okay, I'm gonna go so far back in the NFL. I feel like again, you have to care about the game to know this. What is the nickname for the 1967 championship game between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys? That boy said the Cold War. Jacob got it. Ice Bowl. Hey, I take that back, Jacob. Oakman got it because the full nickname is the Ice Bowl. The full nickname. Y'all are gonna have to debate this later. He said I knew it was something called. Uh, Technically, Jacob would have got this. I'm gonna let the chat debate between if it should be Jacob or Oakman. Oakman did put the Ice Bowl, which is the total nickname, um, and so we're going to go with Oakman here for this one. So we have a tie right now between Jacob and Ty. I'm gonna need you to fix your fucking name, though. We gotta change you to Ty bitch or something. I'm genuinely tired of this shit. Um, oh yeah, y'all definitely gonna have to look this up. Which two teams were the first to play in Mexico City? Oh yeah, the whole chat got quiet. Y'all went to Google quick. Y'all went to Google quick. First two NFL teams. I like how y'all are just putting random names right now and nobody's gotten it right yet. I'm about to take a point in 10 seconds for myself. Y'all could have typed this in and got this right. Which two teams were the first to play in Mexico City? Okay, I'll take it. I mean, I'll take it. Like, I would. Like, y'all need to fix y'all's Google. I guess we're going to be here for a while, coach. It is incorrect. All of you are wrong. All of you are wrong. It is the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. They they were the two teams to play first in Mexico City. I guess I get a point. Boy, ain't that crazy? I wasn't expecting to get a point. Now again, if you would like to argue this, you can argue this after the show. Eh, yep, that's not. Hey, Jacob, I appreciate you. You know, it's crazy. Like people, hey, boy, they so disrespectful. Like y'all need to fix y'all's browser. Something is wrong. Y'all be leaning on AI way too much. The question was which two teams, first two teams to play in Mexico City. All right, we're gonna move on. This one should be easy. What user? I don't want to. I don't want to phrase it that way. That's gonna be too easy. I feel like y'all. You know what? That's easy. That's way too easy. What user went 19-0 for in our league in this cycle before getting to a Super Bowl? Username. Username. Steve got it. Steve got it. Look, y'all. Look, y'all. Y'all look. Steve about to come. Hey, Steve got it. Steve, it's JB. It's JB. It's JB. It's JB. You'd have to know it's JB Stackadala to type the whole thing out. So, um, I'm gonna. Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. According to my screen, it says that Steve put it in first. So I'm gonna put an asterisk there, and then we can debate that later. Um, yeah. On our screen, it doesn't show that way. I don't know what type of time Quai's on, but that should absolutely be Steve. Next question and final question. Nobody has gotten to four, so it sounds like this game will have to continue um, at another on another date. Final question. This will be for 2 points. We currently still have a tie between Jacob and Ty for this one. Tom Brady has played in many NFL games. However, in one game, he played against the Seattle Seahawks. Who was the corner that saved Tom Brady from losing to Seattle? You sure did say Marcus Butler. Malcolm Butler is correct. That will go to J Stack. Since J Stack is now at the top. No, Marcus Butler is crazy, brother. Marcus Butler is crazy, brother. All right, final. I'm gonna add a final question now that J Stack is currently in the lead. Can he take this and win our first trivia of this cycle? I use it. Wait, who spelled the name wrong? Is there a controversy here? He sure did. Austin, y'all keep saying Austin. Austin is not in this. This is gonna be the last question before we end the show. This is interesting because now I'm on edge. Did J Stack spell the name wrong? Jacob, J Stack damn sure did spell the name wrong. I'm looking at it now. Oakman got it. He sure did spell the name wrong. Who the fuck is Malcolm? Who's who's Malcolm? Well, I guess we're still left at a tie. He sure did spell it wrong. All right, final question. I feel like if you're a Saints fan, this should be pretty easy. Yes, that was worth two, Oakman. That's correct. I feel like if you are a Saints fan, this should be easy. Who is the best defensive end to ever play for the New Orleans Saints? So Qua is correct about this being a trick question because there are two players that people widely rank as the greatest ever to play for the New Orleans Saints. And it is Cameron Jordan and Will Smith. It's kind of interesting to me that they don't have Wayne Martin up there because I thought he had pretty respectable numbers as well. But Cam Jordan and Will Smith are considered two of the best for them. So Ty gets a point for Cam Jordan because he actually spelled the full name. Somebody just put Cam Jordan and not Cameron Jordan. We got to get the spelling in there. And then I'm gonna have to give it to Steve as well for putting Will Smith. I just realized Mark said Chase Young, boy. Well, that's the end of the show, y'all. Um, so currently we do not have a winner today. This is actually the most. This is actually. I'm looking at what Jay Stack put in the chat. Um, this is actually the most points we've had in a trivia game. There was actually one time it was strictly between two people. So we do not have a winner at this point. Um, yeah, so we're gonna have to go from there. I hope y'all have a good rest of the day. I'm gonna go back to work because I think somebody's trying to ping me. I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.